is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. In an empty set. Quarterback making checks. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Stone. Quickly complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season?
There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Wildcats line it up with a 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late. But what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole...
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And listen, how do you blame the offensive line? You know, at some point, you can't just keep drifting and running around, scrambling around. At some point, it ain't like in real life. At some point, it just feels like you're in a video game or something.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Stone. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Kentucky right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show.
Now, reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TV.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Stone. Quick strike complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. He's got it. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Northwestern wants to go quickly. They'll go to the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. To the air, it's Stone. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Touchdown, Northwestern. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
And we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Kentucky going quickly.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Rodriguez. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Stone. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Using the quick game.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
To the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Northwestern! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Kentucky, 14.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Looking to throw it, Stone. Out of the backfield, he's open. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
On the snap, it's Buckley. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Northwestern 35, Kentucky 14.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Kentucky right back to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the...
Makes the grab down the left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Plows through the defense. Pins up. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a man. It's Stone. He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires it down the seam. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Bringing it back. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
To throw, it's Stone. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the back in the middle. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Northwestern right back to the line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
draws to keep it in the air. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. Looking for a deep man. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Use the extra blocker. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Williams. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be a...
He'll take a shot. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Holds it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Stone. Throws to the tight end. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
Kentucky, 28.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Finds a man on the right. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll go to the air. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He might want another play. To the air, it's Stone. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Wildcats will have it first and 10. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And they can't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. On the run, deep down the right side.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. This time it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Touchdown, Wildcats! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And he tacks on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. After that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Back to throw, it's Stone. Fires left. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Williams. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Williams. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Stone. He wants a big play here late. Makes a grab for a big play. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.
First and 10.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth.